Hi there, Gemini. Welcome. Hi there, Gemini. Welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive tarot reading for August 3rd through to the 9th. Can't believe that we're in August already, guys. So I'm going to get started on your oracle cards and see what the overarching theme or message is for you, Gemini. Now, I'd just also like to mention another channel that I've been watching recently, and I've also connected with this lovely lady. Her channel is Karmic Evolution Tarot Starseed. I really love her readings. They are so nurturing and beautiful, so you might want to head over there and check out her readings and show her some love. I'm definitely not one of the people that see other readers as like competition, you know, to be compared to. I believe in lifting each other up. There is, you know, enough viewers to go around for everyone. So when I see someone who I really like, I connect with them and I want to lift them up as well. So Karmic Evolution Tarot Starseed, her readings are like a big warm hug, so loving and nurturing. So go and check her out. Here goes your card. I'm going to take this one. Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. I mean, Gemini, that can kind of mean that you might be getting on purpose in an area of your life, and that this is something that, you know, is predestined for you or written, and that you're now starting to come into that purpose. And it might be something that on your soul's journey, it's been working towards for just that, for lifetimes. Oh, we've got Pitta, one of the doshas. I will read that one out to you. Every time these cards come out, guys, I'm just always blown away by how beautiful the illustrations are on them. Look at that. This one hasn't actually come out before. There's so many in that deck. This is the Yogic Path deck from Sahara Rose. So this is the Ayurvedic Pitta dosha. It's the fiery dosha, powerful, strong-willed, and feisty. And it says here that fire and water are the two most powerful elements that can create and destroy anything. And together, they create Pitta, which is empowering you today. And it says here that you are transforming the world with your actions. Just don't lose your connection with the water within you and remember to play. Yeah, of course, you know, if we lose connection to water, sometimes we end up too fiery. And obviously that can have all sorts of implications. All right, guys, let's get the tarot story out. So Gemini, I'm going to start with the energy for your recent past. What you might be leaving, completing, or transitioning through right now. What you might be journeying for Gemini, please, August 3rd to the 9th. There it goes. Yeah, I mean, this is the feisty dosha right here, Knight of Wands. Grabbing that wand, action, running for it, getting on purpose and passion, you know, because you have been training for this for lifetimes. It's very much what I see in that card. It's very much an action-oriented energy. A little bit more of the doing than the being, which means we're a little bit more in divine masculine than divine feminine energy when the Knight of Wands comes out, which may mean that you need to balance that through deep rest. Look, here we go. Isn't that interesting how we've just had the Pitta card where we've talked about the water and the fire, and we've got the two knights, the Knight of Fire and the Knight of Water right here. Always works out perfectly, guys. So two knights. One with an offer of passion, one with an offer of emotion. Together they make up maybe the perfect suitor or business partner. One with all the action, inspiration and ideas, who's also really compassionate and has a big heart. Okay, we do have a weight being lifted off your shoulders. You know what? I have a feeling that this person that's a person or people or person with both of these attributes could be the angel that is going to come in and lift a weight off your shoulders. That's what's coming through for me. An angel entering your life. Let's get the clarifiers, guys. I'll take the one that's face down. Eight of Cups. Yeah, somebody that's coming in to basically rescue you from a period where you have been feeling unfulfilled. This Knight of Cups has the missing piece. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. Why is the tarot always quiet on a Monday morning? It's when I'm filming this. Clarify the Knight of Cups. That's how I feel too, tarot. King of Wands. Wow, all the court cards coming out. Five of Swords. Yeah, it's definitely some sense of conflicting energy here. I got the King of Cups at the bottom of this deck. I'm just going to grab another one, guys, for the King of Wands, Knight of Cups combo. Since we do have two court cards, of course they have attributes as well, but they can be people who are involved in the situation. Clarify the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands, please, for Gemini. Quiet cards. Wow, they're not normally this quiet. There it goes. No, that's too many. It's a whole stack. I like to really wait for those very direct one or two card falls or flips. That's when I know the difference between if it's just the cards kind of being fumbled and a message coming through. I think that's it. There's two. Oh, Justice and, oh gosh, wow. I mean, I knew there was a piece missing in this reading, but I didn't expect that. Judgment and Justice. That is massive, guys. Absolutely massive. Yeah, I mean, those two court cards could be the two people involved in a justice situation. Maybe your justice situation, and they are the key players. Let's see where this is all going, Gemini. Okay, so in the recent past, we've got the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so this absolutely shows to me you taking the action that is required in order to remove yourself from a situation that's unfulfilling. I mean, the Eight of Cups is about a picture that's not quite complete in a situation. You've got 8 cups, but you don't have 9 cups, being wish fulfillment. There's a fundamental piece missing. There's a hole in this picture. And with the Eight of Cups, it's like it doesn't matter how much action you take, you can never quite get that complete picture with it. So the person in the Eight of Cups has a decision to make. I can stay with this and realize that this is probably as good as it gets, or I can get on my horse and charge into the next frontier where I will find that missing cup. So I really feel that that is what you've been journeying in the past. But the Knight of Wands knows that there's a bigger dream to be dreamed. That's why there's the 3 sand dunes down here. They are the foreshadowing of the new beginnings, of the new manifestations, of new creations that are available to you if you do what it takes to get there. This is the Ace of Wands. It's about, energy, enthusiasm, rediscovering your passion, taking the action to get there. Sometimes we actually have to get on that horse and charge on out of there, move away to move towards. So this is a general reading, guys. I'll let you, relate it to your personal situation. Of course, it can be in a career, it can be in romance, could even be with a location that doesn't feel right for you. Something has not felt right for you, but it's been on an emotional level with the Cups energy, a sense of unfulfillment. So that's what we have in the recent past here. Now, I don't even know quite how this is going to come out yet, but in the current energies, you have some absolutely massive energies with Justice, Judgment, King of Wands, and Knight of Cups. Yeah, so I feel that maybe in the recent past, because that was the previous position, you'd kind of come to the conclusion that, yeah, this is not fulfilling me. I need to bring change in. You know, maybe you were starting to reconnect with your passion and purpose and sort of start to generate that energy. But it's this week that you really hear the call, you really get the wake-up call, and you really move the situation along. So judgment is like, you know, hearing the angel call, the divine nudge that says, hey, you know what? That Eight of Cups situation was keeping you small in some way, keeping you held. And if you do want to, you know, really reach that potential, that, you know, the age of light, you know, birthing that true vision and realigning with your true soul's purpose, then you're going to need to rise up. You're going to need to liberate yourself. And we see here by the nudity in these people that is hard, because you feel so vulnerable when you are releasing the past, when you are stepping out of situations that may have held you back. It can be a dear relationship where there's love, but there's also confinement, or there's love, however, maybe you can't, you know, achieve the things that you want to do within that container. So, you know, it can be with a heavy heart and a full vulnerability that sometimes we need to move on. That's the Judgment energy. It can be the card of second chances as well. Can you achieve a Nine of Cups within the situation if you make fundamental changes? But I'm really feeling, with the cards coming up here, the Ten of Wands, Judgment, the Justice, that we have a moving on here. We have a release. I mean, Judgment is the energy that comes before the World energy in the Major Arcana, the World energy being the final card, the huge cyclic completion. So this is the step before the completion. We do have the Ten of Wands, which is completion at the end of the reading, but generally this is a bigger cycle than that. We're completing out a whole pattern of maybe repeating the same type of relationship, the same self-sabotage and work, or whatever it is for you. You know, you're getting ready to bring that to a completion through some kind of wake-up call, maybe some kind of final showdown, and you're like, you know what, I'm not going through this again, so I'm going to bring justice on this situation. Because justice is the energy that comes in when a fair and just modification needs to happen to bring back into balance those karmic scales. You might have had a karmic injustice done to you, or a wrong that needs to be righted, or, you know, for some of you it's just, okay, something's got to give, something's got to shift. I need to step back into my power. There's levels to justice. It can be anything from, you know, making a change to legal divorce, separation, excuse me, seeking legal advice, you know, getting contracts reviewed, property and mortgage agreements, all of that kind of thing. And the key is, you know, we really want to have all the information in order to make, you know, a really good decision here. Because, you know, the Hanged Man follows on from justice. So, you know, if we don't have all the information, we can be left hanging. We can be left hanging and still seeking information on the way forward. So, yeah, and I feel that, you know, the way forward here, I mean, we've got the Knight of Cups, and I feel like potentially this is a new energy that's on the other side of this justice situation. And what I find interesting when I see the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Cups in a reading is that the Eight of Cups is about a missing piece. In the Rider version of this card, it's more clear. You know, you see 8 cups stacked up in the foreground with one missing in a key spot. And the Knight of Cups is the person or energy that holds the missing piece for you. So it's saying by going through this wake-up call, by, you know, rising up, through liberating yourself, through bringing this to justice, then that missing piece is available to you. It will come in for you. So the Knight of Cups here, it can be a person coming in to offer some kind of apology, some kind of emotional offer, some kind of water to your fire, some kind of balance. You know, Pitta, it's about the balance between those two energies. So that could very well, you know, be what is coming in here. It can be a water sign too, guys, just saying Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. But it's saying that the missing piece is on the other side for you. And these cards were sitting like this in the spread. And that King of Wands there is looking up towards the Knight of Cups. And the thing about the King of Wands is that the King of Wands is the great entrepreneur, you know, visionary energy, but a great entrepreneur who always sees the opportunities when they're coming in. So there's a sense that, you know, you won't miss this, and it is the missing piece, and you are looking for it. You're already searching for it. You're already seeking for it, and it's closer than what you think, but it's behind this justice situation. So the King of Wands knows exactly what piece to bring into the fold in order to complete the picture, in order to bring greater abundance. And the thing about the King of Wands too is King of Wands is an energy of, you know, not being afraid to shine big, to, you know, if we saw in the Judgment energy these people that were rising up out of these boxes and all their vulnerability, well, the King of Wands is about somebody who is totally willing to be seen in all of their glory and all of their unique authenticity as well. So this is saying it's time for you to come out as who you truly are. And, you know, that's when, you know, we right wrongs, we bring justice to situations, we wake up to what's really missing, you know, and then we start to accept those pieces. That's when things start falling into place. And you can be authentically you as well. So Gemini, in the near future outcome position, it's time for you to release the conflict that sits within you through the situation. And it's through accepting that justice and that judgment that you'll be able to release the burden, the weight that has been weighing on your shoulders. The Ten of Wands is somebody who's carrying the load, maybe carrying too much responsibility. Somebody whose vision is blocked by you know, being weighed down through that situation. You can see here this person's on autopilot because the vision is blocked by the heavy loads. That's a metaphor for, you know, the fact that it's hard to move forward when, you know, we're overburdened or carrying a weight on our shoulders. And I think that, you know, through releasing this, through bringing it to completion, whatever the situation is, your vision is going to completely open up. You're going to go from the Ten of Wands to the King of Wands, the one who has the great vision, who is the, you know, can really see what's going on, can just choose the wand that matters and take the inspired action to move ahead in the new future. Five of Swords, you know, that's the conflict energy, guys. Lots of levels to that card. It can be, you know, actual physical conflict and arguments and disagreements and things like that. It can be trying to sort of get one up on the person that you're dealing with and, you know, win an unfair battle. And, you know, if you are engaging in that kind of situation, the message is we don't try and win in these kind of situations in unfair, uneven battles, because that win comes at a cost. So we want to complete the situation and move on before the knives come out, before it kind of gets to that, before, you know, the energy really drops. It's like knowing when to walk away, knowing when to disengage, knowing when to release the wands. And we've got the Temperance over to the side here. The energy that follows on from the Death card and the Major Arcana as the Great Soother. The Soother, the Rebalancer, the realignment, the recalibration that comes in after you have gone through a big release. So it says here that there's perfect balance in this reading. You know, this is the angel that's coming to bring you back into emotional stability, security, and then guide you forward onto the new path. The more you heal, the more you do that work, the more you tune in, the more you know, balance those emotional waters of life, you know, that sun, that new dawn, new day rises and illuminates the path forward. So Gemini, that's what I have for you this week. You are definitely going through some kind of change, some kind of justice, and heading onto a new path. I do hope you enjoyed the reading. Keep in mind it's a general reading for the collective, so it won't resonate for everyone. Just take what does, leave the rest. If you feel called to share, please do leave me a comment. I read each and every one, and I also try to respond to as many as I can. It helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies, and I'll see you back here next week for another message.